Morning, Steve Freed in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, it's Wednesday. Markets are up a little bit, both in the beans and crude oil. Corn and wheat is following. Some people think technically we got into an oversold situation yesterday when we made new contract lows in the marketplace and new lows for the beans for the move. And so we might see a little bit of a bounce here. Yesterday, we did rally a little bit beans on the close because of talk of China coming in and buying some beans and maybe pricing those beans, and that could be some follow through. So it's kind of a technical day more than a fundamental day. And when we look at the technicals in the beans, we've got some resistance at 965 and support at 940, and then another level of support at 929. So we might be in that trading range until we get closer to the August 12th crop report. The corn, 337 and 340 is resistance, support 330 and 326. Again, when we traded yesterday near new contract lows, it suggested that if we do have this big corn crop, we could go down and test $3 on the D's corn as we get closer to the report or as we get closer to harvest. We also noted that cash corn basis is getting a little bit weaker as the southern harvest is going to start soon, and up in the north, seems like farmers are making space for this record 2016 crop by selling what they have left from 2015. Over the wheat, you may have resistance at 433 and then 440 and support at 422 and 419. Again, we're trying to figure out whether or not we need to spend very much time below $4 wheat, given the fact that globally the European crops are not as good as normal. And we just don't know what kind of crops we're going to grow next year. There were some rains in Missouri and parts of the southeast overnight. Today we've got some rains in southern Illinois. 6 to 10 day and 8 to 14 day maps hint of normal to above temps. Normal rains. One of the maps actually show from next Wednesday, Saturday, rains draping across much of Iowa, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, into Ohio, which would be a nice finishing touch for crops there. Traditional funds, they sold at beans, meal, corn, and wheat yesterday, bought a little bit of oil. They continue to add to their short corn and wheat positions and whittle down some of their bean positions. Outside markets, dollar's actually a little higher. Crude is also higher, but still below $40 a barrel, and you're seeing all the experts talking about how weak the oil market is. It's weighing on commodities. And the major concern is just slowing global economy. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.